good way to start. Hello and welcome everybody to our Essential Circle community catch-up. So this is something that we do once a month and we focus on a few different things, normally centered around the product promotions, just to help you guys learn a little bit more about what's on offer, what you can get for free, what you can get for at a discounted price, and some different ways to use them. We're also going to do a Q&A at the end as well. So if you do have any questions, not just questions, but if you do have anything that you'd like to share, feel free to unmute at any time and you can share how you use some of the things that we're talking about or what you have found to be useful in your own oil use. So I am going to share my screen. And okay, awesome. So hello and welcome. As I said, for those of you who have not met me before, my name's Carla. I'm a diamond leader in doTERRA. So you've been invited to this as part of our oil community. We've also got some awesome, exciting, special guests joining us, tuning in to check out what we talk about at the start of each month as well. So welcome to everybody, wherever you are tuning in from. So this month, I love it when the product promotions come out because it always, I always feel like they're linked somehow. So this month I feel like it's a lot about like getting rid of our winter skin and really nourishing our beautiful skin to make sure it's really moisturized and amazing. Not just that, there's going to be other things in there as well, but one of the products that we've got is our product of the month. So every single month, as a loyalty rewards member, when you place an order of 125 points or more through the loyalty rewards program, you earn the free product of the month. Now this changes every month. So this month it's a fractionated coconut oil. It could be oils, it could be anything. So I love that it is one of the absolute staples when it comes to using our oils, because it helps us to use our oils safely and more efficiently as well when it comes to applying them topically on our body. So this is something that I always have with me to make up lots of roller bottles, blends, rubbing oils. Like if I've got a sore shoulder, I'll add a little squirt of this with a few drops of Ice Blue or Aroma Touch. We'll get on to this. So you might be thinking that this is perhaps you might be thinking, I don't know, that this is a bit of a boring product of the month because there's no smell. You know, I think we're all here for the oils and we all love just the different smells that the oils bring. So when you've got a fractionated coconut oil that has no odor at all, it might be just like, oh, that's, yeah, bit whatever kind of thing. But I think it's important to know a little bit about what the fractionated coconut oil is and why it's so important to be using the fractionated coconut oil whenever you're using your doTERRA essential oils. The doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil is an all natural carrier oil that readily absorbs into the skin. So this is what makes it ideal for topical application of the oils when you're applying the oils onto your skin, onto your body. So it's really light. It's feather-like emollient effect. So an emollient, it helps the oil, the essential oil and the oil blend together. So if you were to sort of mix it up, add your essential oils to water, it doesn't really mix very well. So oil and oil mix together, and that's what makes it really effective for applying on your body. And it provides a smoothing barrier without clogging the pores, and it's excellent for dry or troubled skin. So it leaves the skin feeling really silky and smooth. It's not greasy. And unlike other vegetable carrier oils, fractionated coconut oil is completely soluble with all essential oils. and it's colourless, it's odourless, and it won't stain. So I'll share a little story with you. When I first got my oils, I was a bit of a tight ass and thought, you know what, I'm not going to pay for the fractionated coconut oil. I'm just going to grab because I always use coconut oil, you know, the stuff that you can get from the health food shop or the supermarket, scoop it out, you know, the stuff that goes, you know, semi-solid in winter and then it turns to liquid in the hot weather. I'm just going to use that and use that to apply my oils. So I did that for a little while. Obviously, I wasn't making up any roller blends with that because you can't, especially if you're living in Victoria where I was, you can't put your solid coconut oil in those roller bottles. So I wasn't using the convenience of making up my own little rollers like this. But what I did notice was it was really hard to use, you know, scooping it out and putting it on. It was just very messy. What I love about doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil, it is just the perfect companion to using your essential oils. It's non-greasy, it's not sticky, it absorbs so beautifully into your skin that you don't leave like slippery marks everywhere when you're going places, which is awesome. And it doesn't have any odor. My coconut oil, my regular coconut oil, has the slightest coconutty smell, but I love that doTERRA's is completely odor-free. It just lets the oils do the talking. So you don't have this, you know, just subtle coconut smell wafting everywhere. So why fractionated? So fractionated, actually, I might skip here. I'll explain what fractionated coconut oil is first. So basically it's coconut oil that's had the fat taken out of it. So a complete coconut oil comprises of 3 different fatty acids or chains. So you'll have small chain, medium chain, which is when you see a liquid coconut oil that you might use for cooking. With MCT, you might add it to your bulletproof coffee. That's got a medium chain, and then you've got your long chain as well. So this is, it helps to separate. So they put the coconut oil in, I can't even say that word, as centrifuges, and not even going to attempt. Basically, it's the same thing that you put the blood samples in and they spin and the cholesterol rises to the top, it separates the blood. So they do that with the coconut oil. So the fat rises to the top and then they scoop that off. And then we're left with the beautiful fractionated, a fraction of the coconut oil in that process. So really easily removed. So that's what gets rid of that coconutty smell. And it also is what makes it, because the fat is removed, the fat is what firms up in the cooler weather and then melts again in the warmer weather. So once you've taken that fat out, it's always going to be liquid, which is awesome. Awesome. I'll go back to this one. So why fractionated coconut oil? So when you buy coconut oil at the grocery store, it's semi-solid at room temperature, which is great for cooking, but it can be really hard on the skin unless it's melted first. I don't know if you've ever used it. Sometimes I'll get coconut oil. I'm a bit of a coconut oil fan, like I use it for so many different things, but I'm right at the bottom of my coconut oil that I just use as a moisturizer, and it gets all gritty and really not very pleasant to use. So that's why I actually prefer to use the fractionated coconut oil for that. It always stays liquid, as I mentioned before. So it's all had the fatty acids taken out of it, which actually means that it has a longer shelf life. So this lasts your unfractionated coconut oil lasts 2 years, and the other carrier oils typically last less than a year. So you're going to get a good amount out of that as well. Okay, so some ways that you can use your fractionated coconut oil. So you can apply it topically to hydrate the skin, because it's going to get into that skin really deeply, really, really quickly, without interfering with any perfume or essential oil blends. So I love that because it lets you choose what oils that you want to bring into it. And so that, you know, because sometimes I might have a perfume, but I also might have like a body butter that's a completely different smell as well. And then you've got your face creams that have a different kind of smell to them, and you end up smelling like a year 8 corridor sometimes, which all the smells all mixed together. So having something that doesn't have any smell, you can then just use your oils and use it all over everywhere, and just have that one scent going. You can mix calming oils and massage them into your neck and shoulders for deeper relaxation. You can give massages, beautiful foot massages, hand massages. And it's also a really important one to use for safety. So you want to be diluting your oils when you're applying them topically, because it helps to lessen sensitivity as well. So diluting your oils doesn't mean that you reduce the efficiency or the effectiveness of the oil. In actual fact, it has the other effect. Diluting your oils, so we call this a carrier oil, and carrier oils can be any kind of oils that you use as a dilution method. But as a carrier oil, the job of a carrier oil is to do just that, is to carry the oil around the body. Now, these little bottles of Plant Magic are amazing, but they are pure and they are potent. So you don't need to be splashing 10 drops all on yourself, 10, 20, just to get the oil to spread around your body where you need it. That's where the carrier oil is very handy. So add your essential oil to the carrier oil, and then let the carrier oil carry it around your body so it gets into all the places that it needs to go. The other thing that doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil is amazing for is, just like, as we know, doTERRA don't do anything by halves. They want to have the best of the best when it comes to any product, whether it's an essential oil or whether it's a carrier oil. And so the doTERRA carrier oil, the fractionated coconut oil, comes from that co-impact sourcing model as well. So it benefits farmers and communities in, I think it's Southeast Asia. And the other thing is the purity of it as well. So when you have a regular coconut oil, or even some fractionated coconut oils, because there are going to be variances, just as there is variances in essential oils. You can have a doTERRA peppermint oil, therapeutic grade, 1 drop, the equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea in a therapeutic sense. But if you grab a peppermint from Kmart or from Chemist Warehouse, you're not going to be getting that same quality. Same goes for your fractionated coconut oil. So this fractionated coconut oil here, doTERRA's, has the right size molecules in it that it allows the oil and the essential oil to penetrate the top layers of the skin and get deeper into the body and into the bloodstream, where it's carried around internally and working its magic on all your cells. So that's really, really important, guys, because sometimes, depending on what oils you're using, oils have a different flash rate, a flash, how quickly they flash off the skin or evaporate off the skin. So you'll find that your citrus oils, for example, you could put a drop of that on your skin and it can evaporate perhaps within 10 minutes or less. Whereas if you add something thick like sandalwood or vetiver, which is almost, vetiver is almost like honey, like it's that thick and dense, that can actually stay on your skin for up to 3 days. So something like vetiver really needs that fractionated coconut oil to to get off the top layers of the skin and deep into the body. But something like the citrus oils that flash off quite quickly need the fractionated coconut oil too, so they don't evaporate and you don't get to use them, you don't get the benefit from them. You actually need it to drive it into your body. So it sounds really ho-hum, like, oh yeah, fractionated coconut oil, but no, there's so much more to it, and it's so important that we're choosing a really good carrier oil to make sure that the oils that we've invested in are doing the work that they're there and can do. So some primary benefits, other than what I've just explained, is to soften and soothe dry skin. So if you are prone to dry skin, sometimes coming out of winter, our skin can be quite dry and just lacking a little bit of love even perhaps. So using your fractionated coconut oil as just a daily moisturizer, and you can then add your oils in if you want something really calming and grounding, or maybe you want something really floral, or, you know, picking elevation or whisper or something really feminine like that. So you can mix it up. It's a natural emollient to increase essential oil distribution. So this will actually help you get more bang for your buck when it comes to using your essential oils, because it's going to help you use less of the oil, because you don't have to splash it around everywhere to get it on your body. The carrier oil does all the work there. It's odorless, it's colorless, it's really great for blending. So I love making up pure fumes. So instead of like a toxic or traditional perfume that's full of lots of different chemicals, many of which really play havoc on our hormonal system, making up your own pure fumes, making up your own blends in a roller like this, or even just a little spray bottle with a little bit of witch hazel and water, and then just spraying it around with some fractionated coconut oil as well. And that's just a beautiful way that you can use your oils and getting it onto your body safely. So while we're on the topic, actually, I'm just going to stop sharing for a tick. Just make sure there's no one in the waiting room. No, that's awesome. Okay, go back here. Sweet. So while we're on the topic of mixing and putting oils on our body, here's some blends that are really, really beautiful. So you've got Mellow Mama. So try grabbing out Citrus Bliss, Beautiful Hawaiian Sandalwood, Patchouli, and Ylang Ylang. That's a really amazing blend that you can use. It's very feminine and very, it's got all your hot, sexy oils in there, and then some Citrus Bliss for the invigorating blend. Look out. There's Love Another Brother. So this is more of a masculine blend, but then it's also got the softening with the geranium and rose in there as well. New Friends, Neroli, Ginger, Lemon Myrtle. So there's some combinations. So you can try anything. Don't be scared. Don't hold back when it comes to mixing your oils with your carrier oil. What I suggest is, if you're ever not sure, and I think this is where sometimes people can perhaps hold back a bit, because they're like, oh, if I add these to the oil and I don't like the smell of it, then I've wasted the oil. So here's a little way that you can use them just to test it out before you add it to the essential oil, to the carrier oil. Grab whatever 2, 3, 4 oils. Maybe just start with 2 or 3 first when you're beginning, as your confidence grows with blending. Grab your 2 oils. So I've got copaiba and lemon here. And what I would do is, actually I'm not going to use that because that's brand new. And I don't need to. And these are all brand new. I know this one's not. Okay, I've now got Melissa and lemon. So what I would do is take the caps off both of them, and you just hold them under your nose and waft them together like that, and you'll get a sense for what that combination of oils will smell like. Now you might smell that and just go, wow, I can really smell a lot of Melissa, but I'd like to smell more lemon. So you just pop the lemon up a little bit higher, and then you can smell it. So when you pop it up a little bit higher, that means you add more drops of lemon than you do Melissa. And you just play around with that until you're just like, oh, yep, that's what I want. I reckon about 3 drops of lemon and 2 drops of Melissa. And you are now a blending queen. So don't be frightened. There's been some amazing combinations that I've tried that I've just thought, that's really random. I wonder what this will smell like. And I'm always just blown away. There's one that I use that's got patchouli, arbor vitae, lemon eucalyptus, and geranium. Really random combo, but it smells so, so good. So be adventurous and give that a go. The other thing that you can do is make up some beautiful salt scrubs. So this is with your organic virgin coconut oil. So that's your regular stuff from the supermarket or the health food shop. Then some pink Himalayan salt or Epsom salts. Then grab a quarter cup of fractionated coconut oil, and then add 15 drops of whatever essential oil that you'd like. And then you just follow those instructions. It's very, very simple and easy to do. If I can do DIYs like this, then you definitely can, because I am not a DIY person. But these are super, super simple, very, very straightforward, and just so good to do for your skin. So this is a DIY version that you can do, similar to our product of the month that we'll talk about in a moment. So this is a salt scrub. So if you like making your own, this is definitely one that you can try. Really invigorating for your skin, just to get all your winter skin off and just refreshed for the warmer months ahead. Good thing to do this time of year as the weather's starting to warm up. Then we've got your super pure facial cleanser, and makeup remover. So I don't use a lot of products on my face. My friends laugh at me because whenever I stay at their house or we're somewhere, I'm just like, do you have some coconut oil? And I'm always going into their pantry and grabbing some coconut oil to wash, for eye makeup remover. If I've forgotten to pack my fractionated coconut oil, this is really, really easy to do. So squirt it into your hands, rub it on your eyes. It's great at getting rid of mascara, great at getting rid of eyeshadow and eyeliner. You can also then make up a makeup remover. So if you've got, depending on what kind of skin type, you could have arbor vitae and tea tree if you've got acne prone skin or oily prone skin. If you want something really calming and just very beautiful, Roman chamomile and rose is delicious. Or anti-aging, this one's my favorite, frankincense and sandalwood. And then you just simply mix it in the palm of your hand and apply it to dry skin, and then steam and then wipe away. And that's it. So really, really simple and really, really beautiful. Okay, then we've got your DIY coconut oil lotion. So this I love because this is like a moisturizer for your whole body, but you know exactly what's in it. It's all plants, and there's nothing nasty in there at all. There's no preservatives, because essentially essential oils are preservatives. So that's really cool. So just distilled water, aloe vera gel, beeswax, doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil, vitamin E, and then just add whatever combo of oils that you'd like with that. So that's really, really beautiful, very nourishing for your skin. This one I've not tried, but I would love to. So this is your Smart and Sassy body wrap. I've heard a lot about these body wraps and how amazing they are for our skin, not just our skin, but our circulation, for improving the appearance of cellulite, just improving general tone of the skin as well. So you grab your Smart and Sassy blend from doTERRA, you could just leave it at that, or you could add these extra ones in for extra benefit and really pimp it out and go to town. Eucalyptus, wintergreen, peppermint, lavender, grapefruit, which is the oil of, it's like physicality, like body love, body acceptance. It's all amazing. Cypress as well. And then what you're going to do is mix 1 bottle of fractionated coconut oil and your essential oils in a glass spray bottle. Spray it on your tummy, on your hips and your thighs, and then wrap those areas with muslin, and then 3 layers of plastic wrap, like you know, Glad wrap, cling wrap, and then you just keep it on for an hour or 2 overnight. And what that does is it smooths out your skin. It helps reduce the appearance of cellulite, but it's also really, really nourishing for your skin and moisturizing. So what you could do is either make the DIY salt scrub and get all the dead skin cells off, and then put this body wrap on to really re-moisturize your skin after that. Or we'll get onto the product of the month here, which is the sugar scrub. Do that first and then do the body wrap, which would be cool too. It's nice to have these little, you know, like self-care things that we can do for ourselves. Just thought I'd double check. No, that's awesome. All right. Cool. All right, so just to share a little bit with you guys about our product, our 10% off item this month. So every month we have an item that's 10% off for the whole month. And this month it is our body scrub. I love, love, love the body scrub. It's one that often gets gifted out to friends and family and used as teacher gifts at the end of the year. So a good time of year to maybe stock up and grab a few things while it's 10% off. So it's so delicious. I wish you could smell that. It's just so clean as well. So, so have a little think maybe about stocking stuffers for Christmas, little gifts that you, if you've got like a little Kris Kringle at work, or maybe you've got teacher gifts to buy at the end of the year, or, you know, it's just a really simple but really beautiful gift. Everyone loves it. So the oils that are in there are wild orange, ginger and grapefruit. So very, it's quite an invigorating, fresh smell. It's just delicious. What else has it got in there? Then just the sugar, obviously, to exfoliate the skin. But then it's got a whole bunch of oils. So you've got coconut oil, you've got macadamia, I think you say kukui. Where else? Yeah, that's about it. Coconut, macadamia and kukui oil. Sweet almond oil, sunflower oil as well. So really, really moisturizing. When I do this, I like to have a bath every now and then, and I'll always do a scrub, and my skin just feels so soft and moisturized afterwards because of the high oil level in there, like with all the macadamia oil and everything. When you are coming out, just careful that you don't slip on tiles because your feet might be a bit oily still. So as I mentioned, really, really great for making your skin feel really soft and smooth and just got that extra glow in it. So what you can use it for is not just a body scrub, but you can use it as a hand scrub as well, just to exfoliate your hands. Often those little suckers get quite left out when it comes to, you know, self-care. We focus on our body, putting oils on our body, but our hands just get used. Plus they get washed a lot too, and they get used. So doing a nice hand scrub is really nice. You'll be so surprised just grabbing a tiny scoop out and just doing that, how soft your hands feel afterwards. Same thing with your feet. So it's really, really beautiful to use. Having moved from Victoria to Queensland, one thing I do notice up here, because it's warmer, we're in, you know, not so much socks and shoes as much, but your feet get really, really dry. So this is something just to give your feet some love, prevent that cracked heel. So some benefits is, and the reason why, it's not just because wild orange, grapefruit and ginger smell nice together, but they've got some really beautiful properties that they bring to the body scrub to help your skin. So wild orange and grapefruit are really great for cleansing and purifying the skin, especially with grapefruit being the oil of like body acceptance. If you've got some nasty stories in your head, like I wish I could fit into those jeans again, I need to lose weight, why can't my shape look like this? Grapefruit really helps us to accept our body and love our body. And there's no better way to love your body than put your own hands on your body and rub your sugar scrub in to every little part of you. And just, you know, you can do it any way you want. You can just scrub away, or you can be really mindful with it and just really love your body and thank your body for the beautiful vessel that it is. Ginger essential oil is also really soothing and warming to the skin. So if you don't have great circulation, this is something that's really, really good to do just to promote circulation within the body and within the skin itself. It's natural sugar cane in the scrub, so there's no plastic particles or anything like that, and so it's really great to gently exfoliate the skin. It's not a harsh scrub, but it does a really, really amazing job. Okay, so the active ingredients, as I said, so sweet almond oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil, macadamia, kukui, and then you've got your oils as well as soybean oil in there as well. And beautiful. I wish you could smell it. It just smells so yummy. It's so good. So good. It smells like so good you could almost eat it, like that kind of a yum. Rub-a-dub-dub scrub. So you can use it in the bath, you can use it in the shower, it doesn't really matter. Just apply it to a damp body and then massage it in gently. I like to do like a little circular motion. I do head to toe. I don't just focus on particular areas. I like to do everything, but obviously elbows, feet can get really dry depending on how much sun exposure you've had. You might want to focus on other areas, maybe your shoulders if you've been out in the sun as well. And then just rinse it off, and then just make sure that you've got all the oil off, because it is really nourishing for your skin. So you don't slip over on the tiles as you're getting out. So the other thing that we've got going on, so that's our 10% off item, is the sugar scrub, the body scrub. The other thing that we've got, which started back in August, so you might have, perhaps you yourself enrolled and got your very first oils in August, and then you've done a 100-point order last month. When you do a 100-point order with the Loyalty Rewards program again in October, you are going to get 30% back, plus you're going to stay earning 30% back on all your Loyalty Rewards orders forever, which is pretty amazing. Now, this took me over a year of ordering every single month to get 30% back. So it's something that I'm a little bit jealous that you get it straight up, because that would have been just amazing. Such a generous program. But the good thing is, perhaps you enrolled in September, or maybe you didn't quite do a 100-point order last month. That doesn't actually matter. Every single person who does a 100 LRP or Loyalty Rewards order in October will receive 30% back on that order. So 30% back in points. So if you're doing a 100-point order, you're getting 30 points back plus 8 points for shipping. So 38 points. That's about the equivalent to over $45 worth of product that you can choose to get for free. You just pick and choose whatever you like anytime within the next 12 months. So $45 worth of freebies when you do a 100 loyalty rewards order this month, which is pretty awesome. Don't forget, if you do a 125 point order, hot tip, you'll also get your fractionated coconut oil for free. So some ideas on what you could add to your order this month. So this is a really good one to stock up on your favorite oils, the ones that perhaps are in high rotation in your family. On Guard, peppermint, lavender, tea tree, lemon. So that's $124, 107 PV. This is a really lovely one. This can make a really great gift as well. I know it sounds crazy to be starting to think about Christmas already, but I've got friends who finish their Christmas shopping in September. Who even are they? And not just that, but they have them wrapped in a cupboard for the next 3 months. I'm like, I would forget what those presents are. I would not, anyway. So me personally, I like to space it out. So it's not just a mad rush, to get everything, but just a whole heap of money all in the space of a few weeks. So I like to start getting a few things now that I'm thinking of. So this can make a really beautiful gift as well. Your Celubel, which is your anti-aging or beauty blend, and a face cleanser. This is a really beautiful one. This is Emotional Balance, Lavender Peace, Frankincense Touch, Clary Calm, and Ylang Ylang. That's a really lovely blend combo. And then this is just a great one to have just on hand all day, every day, your On Guard products. So these are your essential home care products. So you've got your On Guard mouthwash, the beadlets, the toothpaste, the foaming hand wash, the laundry detergent, and the throat drops as well. So the loyalty rewards program is where it's at. So if, in all honesty, if you are not ordering through the loyalty rewards program, you're not using your membership to your best advantage. Okay. So yes, you can order any way that you like. You can just do a standard order, which is fine. You'll get your 25% off retail prices. Great. But as a loyalty reward member, you get so many more benefits. You get your points back in shipping. You earn credit points. You get free product of the month. So there's lots of benefits to getting your loyalty rewards, and remembering that this month, every single person that does a 100 plus loyalty rewards order will get 30% back in credit points, which is pretty cool. Okay, the last thing I just wanted to say was if you are a member of my team, our Essential Circle, one of our things that we've got is our Essential Circle app. So you can download the app, just ask the person, you're the leader in our Essential Circle group, and we've got lots of things you can look up, oil profiles. There's also education in here with ebooks and printables. Anyone that you've enrolled with will have some great resources for you to tap into. Facebook groups, just being in touch with the person that enrolled you. There's lots of support. So I guess what I'm trying to say is when you get oils, you don't just get oils, you get the support of all of us here. So make sure you're tapping into the support that's there for you. That's a bit of our app. Okay, let's stop sharing. Yay. Awesome. Cool. All right, so that pretty much wraps up our little presentation for tonight. But I just thought I'd open it up and see if anybody's got any particular questions about anything. And it can be anything, whether it's the product of the month or fractionated coconut oil, or just maybe you've got a random oil in your box of oils and you're just like, I feel like I'm not reaching for this one very often and I've forgotten why I bought this one or what I can use it for. So feel free to unmute and we can just use this as a really informal catch up. It's also wine time. Cheers!
I don't have a question.
You can go.
I just wanted to say thank you, Carla, for having us on tonight and letting my beautiful friend Bianca join. Hi,
Hello.
We've spoken a lot about you, B.
I have heard a little
so
bit about
nice.
you.
Sorry, I took my camera off. I have a really horribly swollen throat and I was yawning and I felt so rude. I'm just like, I'll just turn my camera off.
You look so beautiful. How are you looking so beautiful at 9 o'clock
goddess.
Saturday night?
Oh, thank you. I did just do my face wash and everything, but yeah, my throat's so swollen and I just kept yawning because I've got this awful cold looming. So I just thought, oh, I might turn my camera off. But thank you so much for having us. It's so nice to meet you.
My pleasure. It's nice to meet you and thanks for joining us. Do you have any questions or want to share anything?
I love the body scrub. I was actually really stoked with this month's promos. I thought it was a good wash off of winter.
Yes. I think we're already washed off winter and just
you've got a
maybe even
red
just
wine,
wash off
legend.
20. Yes. Cheers.
Yeah, good girl. I'd so be having one. I said to Makala, I'll be drinking, but I can't. Well, I shouldn't be anyway. But yeah, no, I love the body wash. I always do that for gifts and it's really good incentive gifts as well for classes and stuff like that. And using your points for it as well is good. Like a lot of the spa products, instead of buying, you can use your points instead, which ends up being really awesome as well.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know, we moved house actually at the start of this year. And you know how when you move house, there's just a few things that you just can never find again after they've been packed away. My body scrub was one of those things. I'm like, and I even ordered another one and I can't even find the new one. I don't know where it's gone. But so I made my husband, I'm just like, have you seen this? But he found the one that was packed in a box and I was so grateful for it because I haven't used it in months since we got here. And I just felt $1 million when I got out of that bath. It's such a nice way to just love on yourself for a bit. Yeah, awesome. Okay, does anyone else do you want to share anything, Makala?
No, I'm good.
You're all good?
Yeah.
Nicole, are you good? Do you want to ask any questions or share anything?
No, I'm all good, except for I did have just about the fractionated coconut oil. I had a lovely lady that enrolled last month and all that, and I spoke to her only yesterday, and she was just saying how really lovely it was compared to a previous something that she'd tried, and she just said it was so nourishing on her skin, and it was just, she was just really wrapped with how nice it felt and how nourished her skin was and that using it. So
yeah,
I think she sort of noticed the difference.
I think when I'm teaching classes, I always put a little bit on my hand and then just rub it in, and people can see just how it doesn't sit really oily on your skin, but your skin, it's not doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? But it's not leaving you like a little slippery frog at the end of it either. It's just so well absorbed into the skin. Good. So I'm wanting to this month be sharing some different roller blends and just, I always have a big bag of rollers that I take. I think I have this little handbag that comes around with me everywhere. It just fits my wallet and my phone and my keys. And then I couldn't find, I just need, because I've got what was it? Frankincense Touch. I was trying to find that in my bag. And I kept bringing out 3-4 oils and it wasn't the Frankincense Touch. And I'm like, how many oils are in here? And there were all these blends that I've made up for different things. I had 13 roller bottles in this tiny little bag. It was like the Mary Poppins bag that just more things just kept coming on out. So I thought it would be useful this month with the fractionated coconut oil to be sharing how to make up blends. And there's going to be blends that you love, whether it's just a nice smelling blend, or maybe it's like like my husband sometimes gets sore ears, so he's got a blend that he uses to help just soothe that sort of pressure in his ear that he gets, and like a massage blend for sore shoulders and things like that. So we can make up our own blend. So I'm up for a bit of an oily, blendy kind of month this month, I reckon. Good.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Your ear blend that you were talking about for blocked ears and that, my daughter suffers really badly, so I'd like to know that.
Yeah.
Blend.
Yeah. So he uses tea tree, basil, and helichrysum.
Yeah.
I don't think we added a helichrysum for a while. Actually, I think we used to use Roman chamomile. So if you've got that, that'd be another good one that you could switch out with. But definitely basil and tea tree, really great for ears.
Yeah, in a roller with the coconut oil.
Yeah, so just, add it to the roller, and then just roll it like just around this bit here. And then just behind the ear is the mastoid bone, just around there. And then just, it's good to like pull that oil down and sort of massage that down, because it helps to sort of drain any fluid that can cause that pressure and that achiness.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries. My pleasure. Okay. Any last minute questions or comments?
I was going to say, I'm dousing myself in an immunity blend because I'm, getting ready to go back to work in a few weeks. So I'm trying to boost up my immune system. So I'm like, I've put together my good old immunity blend with just the, I've gone blank. It's got oregano, On Guard lemon, tea tree, and frankincense. Yeah. So I'm just like literally dousing myself.
Yeah, that's such a good blend to have on hand, because I find, you might be at work or out for the day and you get that sort of, Bianca's probably knows what this, that sort of tickly or that funny throat kind of feeling, and it's like, what's that? But then if you can get oils on really quickly and then frequently until you get home, it can often just really, get on top of it before it gets on top of you. So making up a little immune roller just to carry around, even just have it in the car or in your handbag, is really handy.
So I'm preparing myself. Going back. So
yeah, that'll be nice to be back and around people.
It will be, but I'm going to be surrounding myself with children who don't know how to cover their faces and noses, and so
hopefully everyone's learnt a thing or two in the last few months.
I'm prepared, but it's just because of the environment, the school that I do work in with children with sort of disabilities and behaviour issues. So unfortunately, some of them don't know how to control.
Yeah.
So we cop it.
Yeah.
So that's why I need to douse myself in good stuff.
Oils.
And the girls see me in the staff room at lunchtime, and I'm like, like literally, like
that's what you got to do. It's all good.
Spraying myself.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And if you've got any questions, just reach out to the person that invited you to the call tonight. Make sure if you do want the fractionated coconut oil for free, that you pop your 125 PV loyalty rewards order through before the 15th. I nearly said end of month. 15th. All right, have a beautiful weekend, people, and I'll see you again soon.
See ya.